Hey friends, and welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you a super cute and a super quick DIY bunny decor for Easter or spring. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I just printed these bunny templates off of Pinterest, and I was going to cut them out and trace them on my paper, but then I realized that was actually going to be just more work. So I just cut them in half and I folded over this recycled brown paper that I had. And I'm just going to hold my template into place on top of my paper and cut it all out together. So that way I'm not cutting out the template, tracing it on the paper, and then cutting out again. I'm just cutting it all out at once. And this doesn't have to be perfect. The style I was going for was a little more kind of rustic, and I wanted it to look kind of really handmade. So I am just gonna go around and cut this bunny out the best I can without trying to really be super perfect or super neat about it. I am cutting a little bit more off from the edge, so I'm giving myself kind of some space as I cut, but you don't have to be perfect about it. And now I have my pieces for my bunny. I'm going to move my template over to the side and use these two pieces. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing with this other bunny. And now I have two pieces for him as well. And now I'm just trying to decide which way I want my bunnies to face. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're going to glue them all together and we can flip them around if we want. So I'm just going to use hot glue here to go all the way around the bunny. And I'm leaving the bottom of the bunny open so I can later stuff him. So it's essentially like you're making a little tiny pillow where you're going to hot glue all around the edges, but leave an opening so you can stuff your bunny. So I'm just gluing him down. And now he's all glued down and I have this opening in the bottom. I'm just going to take some polyfill and stuff the bunny with that. I did this around Valentine's Day with hearts too, and I stuffed him with paper instead of polyfill, so that's an option too. You can just stuff him with paper. I'll link that video for you guys so you can see how I did that as well. So now I'm gluing this bunny together the same way. And I kind of messed up lining him up, so I'm going to take him off, and it's fine. The paper peeled just a little bit on the back side, but it doesn't really matter because it's going, on the inside, so it didn't really mess up. So I'm lining him up a little more carefully this time and then pressing that down. And I'm gluing this one down in sections, which seem to work out a little bit better than putting glue all the way around the edge the way I did with the first bunny. So I'm doing it a little bit different this time and going in sections around the bunny. But the same thing, I am leaving that bottom bit open so I can stuff him. And here is the polyfill that I'm going to use. I don't need a lot at all, and it came with this stick to kind of help me stuff everything, but you can use a chopstick or anything else to kind of just move your stuffing around inside your bunny. And I'm going to open up the bottom and use my stick and just kind of stuff it. Now, if you really want to stuff like inside the ears and really get inside of the head, you might want to leave other parts of your bunny open, like don't glue maybe like the face or the nose down, and you can stuff him that way too. I think it's this bunny. Yes, I have a little hole in his neck here, so I'm using that to kind of get more stuffing up inside of his head. And once I have him stuffed, I'm just going to take those little places that I had open, and I'm going to use my hot glue again to glue them down so I have a little stuffed craft paper bunny. So here I am just gluing that bottom shut again, and I'm fairly certain after spring and after Easter, I will just kind of pop these bunnies open and take that stuffing back out and pop it back in my polyfill bag so I can reuse it for other projects. And then I can take these bunnies and recycle them, or I can hold on to them again for next year. But typically I make so many new seasonal DIYs that I like that I can make things and pop them in the recycle bin and reuse the materials if I want to. So now I'm just going to take some twine and wrap it around this bunny's neck and tie it in kind of a little necklace, I guess, a little necklace for this bunny. Maybe it's a collar if a bunny's wearing it, I don't know, but I'm just tying this around, and on the second bunny you'll see we're gonna add a little bow. So this one is kind of like the boy bunny, and then the other one we will add a bow, and she's kind of like the girl bunny. So just again, I am opening the bottom part of my bunny here and using that polyfill to stuff this bunny the same way that I stuffed the bunny before. So the first bunny had a little hole in his neck, and this one has a little hole here in his legs. So I'm just taking that extra stuffing and really pushing it down in there and adding some more glue to close up that little spot that was a little bit left open. And a little bit of that stuffing just was hanging out, so I just used my scissors and snipped it off, and it was totally fine. And then we are gonna go and make just a little bow to add around this bunny. I just love the idea and the concept of this project. Again, I did it around Valentine's Day too, but a little bit differently. So again, I'll have that linked for you. And I think you could do this a bunch of different ways. I think it would be cute with like a patterned scrapbook paper. On Valentine's Day, I kind of stitched around the hearts, and that was really cute instead of gluing them. So I think the possibilities are really endless for a lot of different holidays. And I'm just putting a dot of hot glue here on this bunny and just adding that bow right there. Here are my cute little paper bunnies for spring and Easter. And I went ahead and I kind of put them here on this wreath to see how they would look there. You could totally like attach them and make it more permanent. But I also kind of set them up over here with some pictures and some spring flowers, and I think that's where they'll live. I think they look really cute over there and really sweet. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, you can find more from us here. Make sure you subscribe so you can follow all of our adventures. Give it a big thumbs up, tap that bell, and let me know down in the comments, what is your spring decor style? Are you more neutral? Are you more colorful? Let me know. Bye, guys.